Welcome to the MSJC Internet Authoring Videocast.
In this video, you'll be learning how to complete Guided Practice 9A, which will teach you how to build a simple GUI app. Up until this point, you've been building console apps. So starting with Module 9, you will begin learning how to build graphical user interfaces using Java code. In order to build GUIs in the Java language, we need to import a couple of packages that support creating graphical user interfaces. So if you take a close look there at the code that I've already written, I've imported the java.awt components, and notice that after the AWT we have a dot asterisk there, so that means that we want to get everything within inside of that package. So the Java AWT components are platform dependent. They are components that are displayed according to the view of the operating system. So AWT is heavyweight, meaning its components are using the resources of the underlying operating system. So depending on where you run your program, that will actually dictate the style of the components. The Java AWT package provides classes for the AWT API, which includes things like text fields, JLabels, text areas, radio buttons, checkboxes, choices, lists, etc. The second package that we've imported there is the JavaX Swing package, and again we're using dot asterisk there so that we get all of that. So Swing is a GUI widget toolkit for Java. It's part of Oracle's Java Foundation classes and an API for providing a graphical user interface for Java programs. Swing was developed to provide a more sophisticated set of GUI components than had exist previously. So in any of our assignments then, when we're creating the GUI interface, we want to make sure we have both those packages imported. So essentially what we get when we're building a GUI component means that we're just not outputting text to the console like you have previously. Now what we're going to do is we're going to need to build a window that can then contain the components that make up our application. So in order to do that, what we need to do is we need to add a JFrame component to our application. Now we could use the new operator to create a new JFrame, but it's actually more efficient if we extend our class to be a JFrame object. So that now will allow us to build all of the components that we would build normally inside of a JFrame, because our class now is essentially a JFrame. Now what we need to do is create a constructor for our class so that we can call it from within main. So this will just be GP9A. And now down below what we can do is go ahead and call, or create an instance I should say, of our GP9A class. We'll call it GUI, and that'll be equal to a new GP9A. So now that our GUI app is a JFrame, what we want to do is build all the components inside of our constructor here. So we'll use the this keyword to refer to our class. And we'll start with the set visible property, which, as you might think, makes our window visible. Now we can go ahead and run our application here, and we won't really see too much, but there you can see we do have a window that's being generated. Now the problem that we have here is our close button. When we click on the close button, our app is actually still running. So I'm going to need to come down here, you see, and manually stop it. So in order to fix that, about two things. First of all, let's go ahead and set a size here. So set size And this is in pixels, so 300 wide to 400 deep. But now to deal with the fact that when we close the window, the app didn't actually stop running, we want to add the set default close operation. And then we set that using the constant exit on close. So let's go ahead and run this again now. And there you can see our fixed size window. It's still got nothing in it. We've just set up some, we made it visible, we gave it size, but now what we've done is we fixed the problem here. When we go ahead and close our application using this close button, you can see down here in the output that it has indeed stopped running at that point. So that's a really important statement to have, to make sure that that window, when you close it, it also stops the app from running. Now you may have noticed there, let me run it again, but there's no title for the window here. So that's the next property that we want to set here. So this dot set title, and then in the parentheses and in quotes, we'll just name it GUI app. Now when we go ahead and run the app, you'll see that our window does indeed have a title. So that's pretty much all I want to show you and all I have you to do in this first guided practice, but we want to make it so that you have to do some thinking here. So what I'd like you to do is take everything that you see that we've done in this guided practice, but see if you can come up with a way where you create an overloaded constructor which will take title as a parameter. I do have the solution posted. If you can't figure that out, go ahead and take a look at the solution, but try and solve that problem on your own at first. Until next time, happy coding. If you liked this video, please click the like button and leave us a comment down below. I also would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new videos are posted.